Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Bajaj Allianz General Insurance's Cabin Chronicles. Today, our guest is Mr. Gaurav Malhotra, the appointed actuary at Bajaj Allianz General Insurance. We welcome you, sir. And first of all, appointed actuary. So, a lot of our viewers might not know what actuary is. Since we are part of the insurance industry, we have a slight understanding. So, that would be my first question to you. Tell people what do you do and what it is that an actuary actually does.
Hi, hello everyone. So, an actuary is an important position in an insurance company, especially. An appointed actuary is nominated by the IRDA itself. The work of an actuary involves reserving and pricing. By reserving, what we mean is we need to set aside certain amount for the future liabilities which might come in the future years as well. So, say for example, if a accident happens today, but the claim is reported after 2 years and the court settlement takes up to say 10 years for it to settle. So but the company cannot take all the money it has as a profit today, so we need to book liability against the future claims which might arise. So that is what under reserving we do. So we apply a lot of statistical and mathematical models to estimate what the reserves could be. Okay, the second key work of an actuary is on the pricing side. So we need to price various risk basis the historical data where available, see what the economic trends are, see if there is any change in legislation. So all those put together, we try and estimate what is the right price that we should charge to the customer. So those are the two key areas where an actuary is involved in an insurance company.
That's incredible. Like a key term you used there was put together, because this does sound like, you've put together a lot of things. Like there's data, there's some previous knowledge, there's background data as well. And so that brings me to my next question, is that what does an actuary study? Like if I want to become an actuary at, let's say, 18, when I'm just fresh out of a 12th standard or a 10th standard at 16. So what career path or what background should I do? What should I study to become and get into this profession?
So if you want to be an actuary, you should have passion for mathematics. That is one of the key requirements. So under your 12th grade, you should have maths as a subject. And then while doing your graduation, you can start giving actuarial exams. So those are like, if we compare with the chartered accountant exams, those are similar exams which you can give twice in a year. You need not go for regular classes. I mean, if you want, you can have coachings and tutorials alongside, but all in all you have to clear 14 papers. So that you can do along with your graduation, some of them, and then once you start working you can clear the rest of the papers while working. So normally companies offer very good study policies as well to the actuarial students, so that while working also they are able to manage the work-life balance.
And because I've actually heard that actuary is one of the toughest professions to get into as well. Like, I'm not sure if it's from an exam perspective, or is it just like after you become an actuary, it is a toughest profession. But I remember reading something about that actuary is one of the toughest professions to get into or become. But, and how does it feel, so like, to be the appointed actuary from the IRDAI, first of all, and at one of the largest insurers in the country? So your experiences must be like phenomenal.
No, absolutely right. I mean, it's a great feeling to be associated with Bajaj as an appointed actuary, and that too now it's been nearly 6 years holding that position. So it's a really good feeling to be part of the Bajaj team and leading the strategic part on so many things. So it feels really nice. Like I've achieved something in life. So I started off my life as a computer science aspirant. So I wanted to be a computer engineer. But then got my campus placement into McKinsey, into risk analytics, and from there on, I started my actuarial journey. So from there to the appointed actuary of Bajaj, it's really nice.
Yes, so like this has actually been a common pattern in a few of the interviews I've taken so far as well, where even our viewers must know that a lot of people I've interviewed did not ever mean to get into insurance or, into actuary. Now, as you say, it was by chance, and, to be at this level today, to come from a different background to reach this level today and to make that difference to so many lives, because you are making, ultimately your strategy is what makes people buy Bajaj products, make people secure their futures. So, like, yeah, my next question actually would be a little more on the personal side. So you clearly take care of a lot of people under your team. How do you take care of yourself?
I think generally, if you look at the global rankings, you would find that actuarial is one of the best professions in terms of people want to get into to manage the work-life balance.
Oh,
So it's one of the preferred profession that ways. Having said that, it still involves a lot of hard work.
yeah,
It does involve late evenings,
yeah,
quite a few number of times. But at the end, I think important is that you separate out work and your family life. So you need to have dedicated hours at least, or dedicated days if possible, for your family. So that's the time when probably I won't look into my WhatsApp
yeah,
or my emails. So have a certain number of hours dedicated to the family. Apart from that, wherever possible, spend time maybe playing badminton or a bit of tennis with my kids. So that keeps you motivated away from work for a while and keeps you afresh.
yes, absolutely. Actually, I was just going to ask that you do look very fit. So, are you the one who plays sports, or are you the one who goes to the gym regularly? But as you said, you like playing badminton. Do you also get a chance to catch a tennis game sometime on the TV?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just I was just following the India Wells
Yeah,
tournament which happened recently, which Alcaraz won.
one. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not a gym person. Don't really like or don't feel myself motivated to pick up weights or something. But yeah, sports is something which drives me.
So, speaking of tennis again, and since you said Alcaraz, won the Indian Wells Open, who do you think and who is your favorite tennis player of all time?
I like Djokovic.
Yeah.
I really like watching him play. I mean, if you look at his game, it's like the concentration level which he brings in, and there's not a single shot which he plays like out of anger. So he controls the game so well through his mind mainly,
Yeah.
which is really a great thing to have. So really like watching him play with the professionalism he shows
Yeah.
on the court without showing aggression
Yeah.
and still being so much consistent over so many years.
Yeah, exactly. His longevity, I would say, like he is probably in his what mid 30s or late 30s today. So, and he still takes on youngsters like Alcaraz, and he still takes that game to them. So, that's like it's incredible longevity in his career. And speaking of, a youngster versus, a veteran in any career for that matter, we here at Cabin Chronicles have a tradition where we ask people like you, like, what kind of advice would you offer to people like me? I'm a 25-year-old, or maybe someone who's just graduating, just coming out of college. And it doesn't have to be insurance based, but just a tip to, develop professionally.
I think the key thing which I take away, even from sports or in general as well, is the hard work and the focus bit. So today, if we look at the youngsters, they want to achieve a lot more in life, but that too also they say we have very little time to achieve that. So they want to achieve that very quickly.
Yeah.
But I think somewhere they miss on the focus of the hard work part.
Yeah.
So I think if they are disciplined, they are focused, and they are willing to work hard, I think there's nothing stopping them in any career they choose, be it sports, be it insurance, be it any other field.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Like hard work is something that is non-negotiable, so to speak. But yes, sir, it was incredible talking to you, and the piece of wisdom that you gave, connecting sports to, learning a life lesson, and how there's no substitute for hard work, as people say. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for being here in Cabin Chronicles, and thank you viewers for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Thank you.